Okay, let's talk about how to start making residual income working from home. I know that this is a subject that a lot of people are interested in. I hear this question all the time. Basically, just where do I begin? I mean, there seems to be so much information out there, and some of it's crap and some of it's decent, but how do you tell what's what? So I'm just going to give you 4 steps to getting started, and a lot of this is going to be just personal development and change type stuff, and then once you figure that out, you'll know where to look to find the actual means, the vehicles, if you will, to start creating passive income. So number 1, get educated. I don't care if you have a PhD in physics. There's a good chance that you haven't learned a whole lot about passive income. It's kind of a strange thing. It's clearly not something that's taught in school. So the road to getting educated about that is different than what you're used to. So the best way to do it is to watch videos exactly like this. So you've got a good start. Watch a lot more. You might have to watch 20 videos before you actually see one that will give you something that's valuable to you. But that one tidbit, that could be the one thing that lights a fire under you and gets you to where you need to be so you can create that residual income and quit your job. So get educated. Read books. That's another great one. There are a lot of people out there who have done what you're trying to accomplish and have written about it. The funny thing is, when you become financially independent and you suddenly have 40 to 60 extra hours a week available to you, you start to think about ways that you can give back. So don't be surprised when you see people who are quite wealthy writing books and things that with a lot of good information to help you out. That's how I got my start. And I'll give you a couple of great ones to start. These are my top 3 favorites. Napoleon Hill, he wrote a book almost 100 years ago that is still valid today about kind of the financial mindset that you need to be in, how to set goals, some amazing things. Napoleon Hill. Number 2 is Robert Kiyosaki. You've seen and heard of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, probably. If you've seen it a lot, you might be sick of hearing about it. If you've read it and you didn't get anything out of it, you need to go read it again, honestly. The one that I like the most is Cash Flow Quadrant, because he teaches you in very childlike terms how to get your mindset to where it needs to be to run a business. Because even if you're just creating a website or something or YouTube videos, it's still a business. So you need to have the mindset about that. So Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant is a very good one. And my third, but actually my first favorite, is Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins, he talks about the entire gamut from health, how to lose weight, how to accomplish more in your life, how to be happier, how to stay motivated, and how to make money. And he just covers the whole gamut, and he's brilliant, and he's spent probably 30 years of his life researching this stuff and trying to distill it down so that the average person can understand it. So it's just the information that he puts into his audio books and print books and programs is just unbelievable. Okay, that's the first one. Get educated. Read some books, watch some videos. Number 2, get to know yourself. What do you want to do with your time and why? You're obviously, if you're watching this, it's probably because you want to not keep going to your job at some point in your life. If you don't enjoy your job, figure out why. What would you rather be doing with your time? And honestly, there's no wrong answer, but it just needs to be sincere. If you want to be mountain biking every day and you actually think that will make you happy, then residual income is the key for you. Because I'll tell you, I could go mountain biking every day if I wanted to. I don't, because I like to do other things too, like climbing and skiing and making videos for people. So figure out what you want to do with your life, and most importantly, why. You really need to know why, because that's your motivation to to keep going with all of this and to persevere. Along with that, what are your interests? What do you like to do? That will help you figure out what you want to do and what you don't want to do also. That's just as important. You really need to know what to avoid, what you don't want to waste your time doing. So that you're not doing, like if you hate math, you don't want to be on the business end, the accounting end of
a vast virus database has been updated.
That was nice. You don't want to be on the accounting end of a oh man, totally just got derailed by my computer. You don't want to be on the accounting end of a business trying to crunch numbers. That's just you're not gonna have any fun with that. And then finally, what are your strengths? If you're great with people, then you want to do something that involves people, working with people, helping people, teaching, whatever that is. And believe me, there's money to be made with that on the internet right now. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is just get started. You just need to take one step. In fact, one of my favorite ways to wake up in the morning is like you don't want to move out of bed, right? So I just make myself start moving one finger, and then I just don't let myself stop moving. And once your finger is moving, then the next logical step is to move your hand, and then the next logical step is to move your arm, and then you roll your arm over toward the edge of the bed and pull, and pretty soon you're out of bed. But the key is you start with something very small, and then you just continue to do it. Another example is I actually hiked the entire Appalachian Trail a number of years ago. It's 2,000 miles long. I had never been backpacking before I did that. How do you hike 2,000 miles when you've never been backpacking before? And the way I got through most of that journey was the next step. I would think to myself, okay, I'm going to make it 1 more mile. I'm going to make it to the next water hole. I'm going to make it to the next town. Then if I want to quit, I can. And then when I got to that town, I made another decision. All right, I'm going to hike to the next shelter. I'm going to hike to the next campsite. I'm going to hike to catch up with some friends. I'm going to, whatever. But you just make these small decisions, break it down into manageable steps, and you'll be amazed. Next thing you know, you'll turn back and you just hike 2,000 miles. Also, try something, when you first get started, try something that's low risk. For instance, making a YouTube video is very low risk. You're not investing any capital, actually. If you have a video camera on your phone, you're not investing any capital. You're not going to waste a lot of time. If you're slow about it and you have to watch some YouTube videos on tutorials on how to actually upload it and everything, you might spend a day on it. If you're a quick study, you might spend a couple of hours. You might have already uploaded YouTube videos, you just haven't done any that were potentially profitable. So figure out something that you think might make you some money and just try it. But yeah, that way, see, and the point is, you're going to fail. You're going to make a lot of mistakes before you succeed big. So the sooner you get started, the sooner you'll get to the big successes. And the best way to fail is small. You want to fail small. So if you start with a YouTube video, I guarantee your first one's going to be terrible. If it's not, well, more power to you. But if your first one is terrible, it doesn't matter. If it's really that bad, you can take it down and get rid of it and try again. But the point is, you've made the mistake and you learn from what you've done, and then you can make another one. If you hate doing videos, you'll learn that you hate it, and you can go on to making ebooks or websites or whatever it is that you feel better about. But you learn so much just by trying things, okay? So get started. Do one thing, baby step. Take the first step on that 2,000-mile journey. And number 4, which goes along with getting started, get off the couch. Stop watching TV. Get off of Facebook. No offense, Facebook. I love it, but you can waste your life. You can burn your life away on this stuff. If you're on Facebook researching how to create investments or how to create content or how to create passive income, that's a different story. Then you're using your time valuably. Is valuably even a word? You're using your time well. But if you're watching TV or watching a movie or playing a video game, I hate to say it, but that's a passion killer. You're destroying your future. And if you really want to create residual income, and you really see, I mean, the thing is, once you've created the residual income, you can play games and watch TV all day long, conscience-free, guilt-free. But take the time now, buckle down, and get off the couch and do some research and take a step toward creating a compelling future for yourself. Anyway, those are the 4 ways to get started for beginners. And watch some of my other videos that will be more specific on different strategies for how to create residual income. And thanks for watching, and have a great one.